Right. In previous class we have seen, in previous session we have seen Java, right, core Java interview questions of the TCS. Now we will see the Java programming questions. Right, Java programming questions. What are the Java programming questions asked in TCS? Right, first one is write a program to reverse the number without converting to string. Right, if we convert to string it's very easy, but without converting to string we need to reverse the number. How do you reverse? Suppose they have given number, int number equal to 1 2 3 4 5. I want to reverse it. Right, how do you reverse? Now we will take the number, we will store it in original number to compare it. Right, finally, right, original number while number not equal to 0. What we will do, first we will get the last digit, right, 5. How you will get? If you percentile 10, number percentile 10 means you will get the last digit of the number 5. We will get the 5. Now we will store it in the, we have created one reverser variable, right, a reverser variable. We will store it reverse into 10 plus digit. Now reverse is what? 0. 0 into 10, 0 plus last digit what? 5. Right, now 5. Then divide the number. Now already we have stored 5. Now I don't want 5, right? If you divide the number by 10, then we will get 1 2 3 4. Right, it will remove the last digit. Then 1 2 3 4. Again number is not equal to 0. Right, number is now what? 1 2 3 4. Now again we will get the last digit what? 4. Now what is the already reverse number? 5. Right, 5 into 10, 50 plus what is the last digit now? 4. 54. Then again divide. It will come 1 2 3. Right, like this if you do until number not equal to 0, we will get the reverse of it. 5 4 3 2 1. Right, simple logic. First we have to, every time we will get the last digit of the number and multiply with 10 plus last digit, and then number divided by 10. These three lines are very important. Then you will get the reverse of the number. Right, then write a program to find the first duplicate element in an array. Right, in an interview they will give some array and they are asking to find first duplicate number. First duplicate number. Here I have created one method and taking the argument integer array. We are passing whatever array to this method. Here I am using the concept of int as set. Right, what is the feature of the set? Set will not allow duplicates. Right, suppose, see, I am iterating this array for each loop using, and then I am adding number. Suppose if the number, what is the number? So right, 2 5 4 3 2 1. Suppose if you take, right, now the what is the number? 2. First it will iterate 2. Is 2 contains in the 2 right list, this set contains 2? No, first time we don't have first number, right? Then we will add it to set. Then again 5, right? 5 is already available? No. 1 is, again 1 is already available? No. 2. Now come to 2. 2 contains, right, a list set contains 2? Yes, already 2 is available. Now return found the first duplicate of it. Right, first duplicate of it. Right, now return means we will come out of this method. Now if first duplicate is not equal to null, then duplicate is found. Otherwise no duplicate element found. Right, like this simple thing we can iterate, and we can, by using the concept of set, right, we will add to set, then contains this number, then return that first duplicate. Right, simple thing. Now one more program, sum of the digits in a string. Right, if all are numbers means it is very easy. Right, but few of them are characters, few of them are numbers. They are asking to sum the digits of a number. These numbers 2, 3, 5. Output should be 5. How to get it? Right, here I have created one more. Right, one more method, sum digits. Right, for this I'm passing the string argument as a string. Iterate. How to iterate the one by one character of the string? By using the right for I equal to 0, I less than str dot length plus 1, and get one by one character str dot caret. Caret method, what it will do? It will return the each character. Now we have a character wrapper class. We have a character wrapper class. There is a method called isDigit. Is digit. Suppose if it is a digit, right, we are getting one by one character. First character, what is first character? A. Right, is digit, ignore it. If it is a digit, suppose if we are getting 2, right, this is the we are passing 2. If it is a digit, then here I have taken one variable sum equal to sum plus character dot get numeric value. Right, if it is a character, right, 2 is a character. Now how to convert to number? Right, here what I am doing, right, it is similar to whoever don't have idea. Plus equal to means sum equal to sum plus character dot number. Right, this character is converting to number 2. Right, this is same as sum equal to sum plus character dot get numeric. Right, same as plus equal to means this is a shortcut of sum equal to sum plus. Right, one by one character we are getting and verifying it is a digit and adding to the sum variable. Right, finally we will get a sum of it. Right, sum of it. Right, then we will get like this sum. Then come to these are the different questions asked related to Java. Right, once it is done, now we will see what are the Selenium. Alright, coming to Selenium, what is the difference between basic question? What is the difference between absolute and relative XPath? Right, absolute means it is the full path from the root node to the desired element. Right, it starts with the single slash. Right, it is more brittle because any change in the structure. Suppose if you write what is the suppose absolute XPath will from the root node. Always root node is HTML, then body, then div. Suppose in between tomorrow developers added some other right element, some other tag, right, other remove tag, existing tag removed. Now what will happen? There are more chances to fail this XPath. Right, so we will not always follow absolute XPath. We will follow only relative XPath. Relative XPath means what? It starts from slash slash. That means finds the element from anywhere in the document. Right, it is more flexible to recommend. Right, what is the syntax of relative XPath slash slash? Right, here tag name, square brackets, that is the right attribute name equal to attribute value. Attribute name equal to attribute value. Right, we will always follow relative XPath only. Right, now what are the different types of locators available? Right, we have a ID name, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, CSS, X. For 8 types of locators we have already, everyone knows this. What is the difference between different types of weights available in the Selenium? Right, we know implicit weight, explicit weight, fluent weight. These are the 3 types of weights. One more is hard weight. Right, we have a hard weight and dynamic weights. Hard weight means thread.sleep. Right, mostly we will not follow thread.sleep. Right, thread.sleep is a hard code. If you use thread.sleep, what will happen? It will increase the time. So it is a we are stopping right intensive. Right, if you write a thread.sleep 10 seconds means application will stop execution, pause. Right, suppose, right, because of that what will happen? Suppose if application loads You think 10 seconds is fine for tomorrow. If it take 15 seconds, it will fail. Or if it take less time, we are waiting more time. There are a lot of disadvantages of a hard wait. So always we will follow dynamic weights only. Alright, what is first one? Implicit weight. Implicit weight is applies globally for all the elements. How to apply driver dot manage dot timeout dot implicit weight duration of seconds. We can give whatever seconds we want. Right, duration of seconds. It applies globally for all elements. Because we are applying on the driver object, it will be applicable. Whenever you are trying to find a driver dot find element, right, suppose if element is not available, implicit wait automatically come into picture and wait for 10 seconds. Right, explicit wait what if you want to wait for a specific element. Right, suppose I have given 10 seconds for all the elements. Right, tomorrow one element is taking more time, 20 seconds. Right, we cannot change every time implicit wait. Right, it will affect performance. So for that element we can use the explicit wait. Explicit wait is used to wait for particular element. Right, how to create a WebDriver wait equal to new WebDriver wait driver. We have to pass the driver object duration of seconds, how many seconds we want. Then wait dot until expected condition. We will have a different types of expected condition. Visibility of, right, element is present, element is the invisibility of element. Different types of expected conditions. Right, by using that we can wait for the element. Then fluent wait. What is fluent wait? Fluent wait checks for an element at a regular interval before throwing an exception. In implicit wait, if element is not found, we will get no such element exception. But in case of explicit and fluent wait, we will get a timeout exception. Right, what is the syntax of, what is the, right, here advantage is the regular interval. Right, what is the advantage of it? We can wait for regular interval. That means what? That means suppose if you write a wait equal to fluent wait, new fluent wait driver with the timeout. What is the maximum timeout? 20 seconds. But I want to verify every 2 seconds. I want to verify every 2 seconds in the application whether element is available. Suppose one element is taking longer time. Right, I want to verify every 2 seconds element is available or not. Polling time. That means polling every, we can give either 2 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever time. Maximum 20 seconds. It will wait until maximum 20. Every 2 seconds it will verify in the application element is available or not. If not available, until it will verify 20 seconds. If still not available, it will throw timeout exception. Right, syntax is wait. We have to pass the driver type here generic, right, generic concept. This is fluent wait, new fluent wait. We have to pass the driver object with the timeout duration of seconds, polling every, ignoring until this 20 seconds. We are ignoring this exception. We can write comma separated multiple exceptions also. You can ignore dot, ignore again, one more exception, dot, ignore. Right, we can write any number of exceptions. Right, that is the different types, right, implicit, explicit, fluent wait. One more interview question. How do you handle a scroll bar and mouse activities in Selenium? Right, how you will handle scroll bars or mouse activities using JavaScript executor. To handle the scrolls, right, you want to scroll down or up, we will use a JavaScript executor. Right, we have to typecast the driver to JavaScript executor. We can create the JavaScript executor object, and the JavaScript executor has a method called execute script. How to scroll? Window.scroll by. There is a function called window.scroll by. X-axis, y-axis. We want to scroll up and down. So x-axis we will keep it as a 0. Y-axis we will change it. 500 pixels. We have to give the pixels. Scroll down. If you want to scroll up, we will give minus 500. Right, we have to add the minus if you want to scroll up. Scroll down means positive, plus 500. window dot scroll by. If you want to handle the mouse activities, right? Mouse activities means we have to use the actions class. Create the action class object. Suppose I have an element. I want to mouse over. I want to mouse over to the element. Suppose, right? Actions dot move to element dot perform. Actions dot move to element dot perform. Just it will mouse over on the element. Right? If you want to double click, if you want to drag and drop, right? Mouse activities, whatever we will do manually with mouse click, we can do mouse drag and drop, right? Double click, right click, all we can do by using action class. Right, then what next question is, what is the difference between get window handle, window handles? Right, these are all to handle the multiple windows. Right, get window handle return the window handle of the current active window. Right, if we call driver dot get window handle returns the current window ID. Window handles means it will return, suppose if you have a two windows are opened, two, three, more than one, then it will return all the window IDs. Get window handle returns all the opened windows IDs in the form of set. They will ask what is the return type, set. Right. Window handle will return single, right, whatever current window ID. Window handles will return all the windows handle in the form of set. Return type is set of string. Then next interrogation is the difference between find element, find elements. Right, find element return the first matching element. If there is no element, find element you are giving some locator, right? Suppose if it not found, it will throw no such element exception. Right, it will return first. Suppose you are giving some by dot id equal to first name. If it matches two elements, it will return first element. If it matches two more than one element locator, it will return first element. Right, if no element is found, it will throw no such element. Find element return list of elements. Right, driver dot find element will return list of interview. They will must expect this. What is the return find elements? List of web elements. If locator, whatever locator we are giving, if it is not found, it will return empty. It will not throw exception. Right. Some people will say it will throw exception. It will not. Find elements will not throw any exception. It will return empty. If it not found, it will return empty. But find element will throw exception. Right. This is the difference between find element, find elements. Then what are the different JavaScript executor command? Right. JavaScript executor, we can how to create JavaScript executor object by typecasting to driver object we can create. One is click. If you want to click, how you will click? js.execute script arguments of 0.click. Right, a lot of people don't know what is arguments of 0 means, because here elements, right, this is an array, we can pass multiple elements. Right, suppose I can pass comma separated multiple elements here. Right, I think lot of people, 90% people don't know this. Right, we can pass because it is a first element, so we are sending arguments of 0. Right, click on the first element, arguments of 0.click. We can use the first, this is the first command, JavaScript function arguments of 0.click. Then window.scroll by, if you want to scroll up and down, we can. And execute script return document.title. Right, these are the some of the JavaScript commands. One is arguments of 0 or arguments of 0 into scroll into view. Right, we can use scroll into view or window.scroll by return document.title. These are the few of the JavaScript functions. What are the different exceptions you have faced in the Selenium? No such element. Right, no such element. When we will get if we are trying to find the element, if it not exists, right, if it is not exists, suppose not exists, then we will get no such element exception. Solution: WebDriver wait. We use the WebDriver wait to wait for the element to appear. Ensure the locator is correct. If it is inside frame, switch to it, and sometimes, right, if it is inside a frame, right? We don't know whether element is inside a frame or not, right? We have to inspect and then we have to see, then only we will identify whether it is inside a frame or not, right? Just make sure if element is, you are getting element is, sometimes what will happen, element is able to locate it, right? We are able to identify it, but in the script it will fail, no such element. Then we have to think about it frame, so maybe we can check, maybe it is inside a frame, we have to switch to it and handle it. Timeout exception, when it will occur, this exception occur when a command takes longer than specified time. Whenever you are using a explicit wait or fluent wait, right, we are trying to wait for the element, if it take more time, right, if it is not able to find, we will get a timeout exception. Increase the timeout, solution is increase the timeout or ensure the element appears, actually appears, right, instead of visibility of presence of element. If the element needs to be visible, right, we can change different types of methods. Tail element, one of the right most important question, definitely they will ask, what is tail element exception? Tail means old one, right? Tail, this exception occur when an element is found earlier, but now because you have refreshed the page after clicking, right, after you have identified driver.find element, after that you have refreshed. Now what will happen, before whatever elements identified, those are all become stale. Now there is no longer attached to the DOM, right? Now if you try to click, you have identified, you have refreshed, now that element becomes stale element, no longer attached to the DOM. Now you are trying to click on it, we will get a stale element, right? Because of that we will get stale. How to avoid it? The page has to be refreshed again, right? The page has to be refreshed. Suppose see here, you have, we have identified the element, now refreshed, then now clicked. Because of refresh, what will happen, this element will become stale. Now we will get stale element exception, right? In this case what we can do, right, we have to identify the element again, we have to relocate the element and click on it, or right, we have to identify it again and click on it. Relocate the element after catching the exception, or use the WebDriver wait element to be reloaded. Avoid excessive page refresh navigation. Right. Element not interactable exception, when we will get the element not interactable exception. This exception is thrown when an element is found but cannot be interacted. Right. Suppose element is hidden. Right. Element is hidden. We are trying to click on it or enter on it. Right. We will get the element not interactable exception. Right, maybe another element is covering it, right, one element, suppose if you are loading the page fully not loaded, you are trying to click, what will happen, overlapping issues will come, it is not enabled for interaction, disabled button, right? In those cases we will get element not interactable, right? Element is hidden or disabled, right, another element is covered, then in those cases element not interactable exception. Solution, ensure the element is visible before interacting. We can use the expected element to be clickable, or scroll into the view. Sometimes we have to scroll and click on it, and then scroll into view. We can use JavaScript to scroll into view and then click on it. No alert present. This exception occur when WebDriver attempts to interact with an alert that is not present on the page. Right. Suppose sometimes what will happen, without opening alert, if we try to switch to it, we will get no such element exception. Right, just wait for the alert. Expected condition, alert is present. Tail element already we have seen. We can use right, either we can right again identify the element, or we can write explicit wait, right, wait until expected condition refreshed. Expected condition refreshed and expected condition to be clickable. We can write explicit wait, or we can identify it again and click on it. Then Selenium code to handle submenu from the hamburger button. What is hamburger button? There is some buttons will be there. If you mouse over, first we have to mouse over, then only we will get the submenus. Otherwise we will not see those submenus. We have to mouse over it, then click on the child menus. Right, in those cases what we have to do, we have to use the action class. First we have to find the element of hamburger menu, then move to it. By using action class we have to move to it, then click and perform. Right, we can move to element, then click on the element, it will open the child menu, then click on it, child menu. But directly we cannot click on the child menu. First we have to move to that element. Sometimes if you mouse over without click also, just mouse over, it will open. Sometimes we have to click on it. Right, whatever behavior, based on the behavior of the hamburger button, we can handle it by using actions class. How you will locate an element if no unique locator exists? Right. Suppose there is no unique locator, then how will I identify? By using combination of the locators. Right, we can combine the different locators and use the index. Sometimes we can use the index. If there is no other way, then we have to follow index. Right, how you will handle alerts? Right, driver dot switch to alert, then accept or dismiss. Or if you want to get a text, get text. Right, how will you handle dynamic elements? Right, sometimes dynamic elements by using contains method. Right, contains id, part of the id, or using starts with. Right, either contains or starts with, or css we will use. Right, css will support starts with, ends with, contains 3, but xpath will support only contains and starts with only. There is no ends with. How do you refresh a page? Right, there are multiple ways to refresh. Driver.navigate.refresh method, or driver.get again, get the current URL and refresh, open it again, or JavaScript executor, execute script location.reload. Right, these are the multiple ways we can refresh the browser. Right, these are the different Selenium questions asked in the TCS. Right, fine. Selenium. Right, we have seen already this core Java questions programming. Now come to test engine. We'll go for very quickly test engine. Right, what is the execution order of the test engine annotations? Right, we know what are the annotations available. Right, first it will execute before suit, then before test, before class, before method, test, after method, after class, after test, after suit. Right, first before suit will execute before running all the, before starting the execution. Once we start the execution, before suit will execute. Then before test will run for each test ng test tag. Each test ng test tag, before test will run. Before class will run for each class. Before method will run for each @test method. Right. Then now test method. Once the test method is executed, after method, then after class, after test, after suit. Right. We will get. They will ask what are the different annotations, or order of execution, or when they will execute. Right. We can expect different questions. Suppose right, I have written here flow to execute. Right. We have to write the method, and on top of it we have to write the annotation. Let's say output is before suit, before test, before class, before method, test. Then after method, after class, after test, after suit, in the reverse way. What is the test ng XML file format? Right, a test ng file format is what? First it will have a suit. Right, it will have a doc type, and then suit, name of the suit. Inside a suit we will have a test name of the test. Then classes, class name, what is the, with the package we have to give full name of the Java class with the package. Inside a class, sometimes if we want methods, right, we can have a methods include and exclude text, right, and also, right, we can have a parallel attributes thread count. We can also have it in the suite. We can create multiple test tags. Here is one test tag, here is another test. Right, what are the advantage of test engine? Right, a test engine will provide several advantages over JUnit. What are okay? Sorry, system got stuck. Right, what are the advantages of TestNG? There are different annotations. TestNG will provide multiple annotations and also parallel execution. It will support parallel execution and supports the testng.xml for running the test cases selectively. We can select whichever methods we want to run. Dependency, right? Dependency management, the grouping of the test, data-driven testing by using data provider. It generates HTML and XML reports. These are the different advantages we will get if we use the test engine. What are the difference between soft and hard asset? Right, if we use the hard asset means, right, hard asset, what will happen whenever asset is failed, test case execution will stop. But a soft asset will not stop the execution. It will continue the execution. It will execute overall test case. It will show what are the failures. What are the failures? See, hard assertion means asset equal. Suppose validation failed. It will not execute next. It will terminate here itself. It will stop execution here itself. But soft asset, how to create soft asset? By using soft asset class, we can execute the test case. Then we can do asset equal soft asset dot asset equal. At last, asset all. That means if asset is fail also, it will execute all and it will show what are the steps it failed. What are the assertions it failed. Right, hard assertion will break the execution, soft assertion will not break. Right, how can we run a smoke and a regression test case using test case? Right, TestNG will allow groups concept. There is a groups concept. We can write the groups on top of the every method. We can write a smoke or regression, right? Multiple tags also, right? By using the groups concept. If we want to run only smoke group, what we can do inside a test tag? We can write the groups. Groups run include which group I want to run smoke. So, right? Groups run include. Inside a groups run include smoke. Then we can run only smoke. If you want a regression, right, groups tag run include regression, right, we can. These are the different test engine questions, right, these are the different test engine questions asked. Right, in the next session we will see frameworks, CI/CD, SQL, manual, API, managerial, behavior, right, we'll continue, right. Before this, first session is also we discussed TCS interviews on Java questions. Please go through it, and also next come to here and go through the each and if you still have any more required more clarification on any question, right, just comment, right, just comment it. If you like my teaching, write explanation, just comment, write a like and comment. If you want to share it, please share to your friends also. Right, thanks for watching. Thank you.